You know, sometimes the simplest things in the garden are actually the easiest things to do wrong, like just knowing how to plant a plant correctly.
I've made a few mistakes here. When I first started planting some plants, I would plant them too low, I would pile dirt up around them, pretty much everything you're not supposed to do.
Danny, do you have any idea why that would not be good for a plant?
Now I do, I didn't then.
Well, the whole reason is because when you've got a plant growing in a pot and it's either come from a nursery or a grower, it's sent out its feeder roots right at the top of the pot. So when you put that back in the ground, you've got to keep those feeder roots at the same level that they've grown accustomed to.
Now I've added a little humus here in the bottom of the hole that we dug, fairly good sized hole.
That's great. I like the humus. It makes all the difference to the way the plant can take off. We're going to put that around there. And then we take a mixture of that humus and the soil. You want to really pack it back in around the plant, because what can happen, depending on where you live in the country, is sometimes if you've got frost in the wintertime, the plant will heave. But the better you've planted it and packed the soil around it, the less that's going to happen.
And I see the professional landscapers always creating this little moat all the way around it, and that's for?
That is to keep the water in when you first start up watering this, because if you don't give something to protect it and contain that water, it's just going to run off, and then your plant's going to be thirsty.